What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the YouTube channel. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about the transfer portal and getting some intel on a lot of prospects that have entered it this far. Before we get into the video, make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. It does help out the channel a ton. Let's get into the video. We know that the transfer portal has been incredible to watch. Everyone just entering in. So many people have entered in, some really good players, and I continue to think that a lot more players are going to enter in the portal, honestly, after bowl games, playoff games, whatever. It's going to be a really interesting few weeks from here on out because the transfer portal actually ends December 28th. So we will have to see where these guys end up and who enters, and maybe some guys wait till the spring window. We don't know. There's obviously a spring window that's 10 days, I believe. So there's a lot that can happen in the transfer portal cycle that we're in right now. And there's some talented players in this transfer portal class, I gotta say. So here we go. We got the #1 player in the transfer portal, John Mateer. Dude is a really good football player. He had 44 touchdowns combined with rushing and passing. I believe he threw 27. He had like 900 yards rushing. Unbelievable season at Washington State. Really good team. Really good player. He's a #1 quarterback and #1 portal guy on 24/7. So I expect him to be obviously a guy that everyone's going to try to go get. Oklahoma hired Ben Arbuckle. I expect him to move with Ben Arbuckle at Oklahoma, honestly. With him as the OC now there, I'd be surprised if he went anywhere else, honestly. Eric Singleton is a really good football player, wide receiver out of Georgia Tech. Really good player. You saw him versus Georgia, lighting him up. He's projected to go to Ole Miss, which would be... That's what Lane Kiffin does. He goes in the portal. He grabs these guys that are some of the best talents in the transfer portal that year. He's done it for multiple years now, and yeah, he's a guy that's going to be one of the best players if they get him on the roster, which I think they do, honestly. Lane Kiffin, he's consistent. He's consistent using the transfer portal. He's consistently winning 9 to 10 games. You can hate on him if you want, which I would understand, or you can support him because he wins games. At least in the regular season. But Zachariah Branch, he just entered in the portal before I made this video. Really good player. Deuce Robinson. What is happening at USC? Who knows? It's kind of chaotic over there. They're losing a lot of talent. Both of these guys are 5 stars, Deuce Robinson and Zachariah Branch. We may have to make a video about them because I don't know what the hell is going on at USC, but besides them, there's some good other players as well. Dante Key is a guy. I think he's going to go to LSU, not Ole Miss. Ole Miss doesn't need any more receivers, but yeah, I think he's going to go to LSU and be a really good player for them. I know he's a really fast vertical threat, so wouldn't be surprised. Nick Anderson, probably LSU or A&M. I know he's from Texas. Kind of a surprising entry. Because he was at Oklahoma. I thought he was going to be pretty good there next year. I know he was injured. Mendoza, he's a good quarterback. Cal, I don't really know much about Mendoza, honestly. I wonder where he goes. But I know he had some good stats this year. This guy, Otis, he committed to Colorado, which was a good get for them. So congratulations to the Buffs. Dion doing work. Williams Nwaneri, a guy I liked out of high school. 6'7", 255. Holy. He will be committing to Nebraska. And yeah, he's really good. Micah Hudson, another 5-star guy. 6 foot, 195. Going to Texas A&M. A lot of people thought he shouldn't have went to Texas Tech in high school. I remember he was a talented 5-star as well. Baron Brown, LSU. LSU's going in on receivers, which they obviously lose some production there. Isaiah World is going to be one of the best tackles. This guy right here, which I'm going to be honest, I'm not even going to try to pronounce that guy's name. I mean, let me know in the comments if you can pronounce that guy's name. because I don't know if I'll believe you anyways. But yeah, this guy right here, who's had a second round grade I saw on X or Twitter. Really good player. He's gonna get a bag and go somewhere pretty good. So Justice Hayes is another 5-star running back. I heard he's probably gonna go to Ole Miss, but there's a lot of talent out there. The transfer portal is going crazy. The biggest name I'm really interested in is John Mateer, like I talked about, Eric Singleton. Where do those guys end up in this madness of the transfer portal? It'll be really fun to see because these guys are difference makers. You know, you go to the transfer portal, you look for guys like this. And if Oklahoma can build off of John Mateer, get him with Ben Arbuckle and build off of that, I think they could have a fantastic 2025 season. Ole Miss has to retool. Eric Singleton would be a huge piece. I think Zachariah Branch, and I'll just add this in here just for a second, I think he's going to end up at like Oregon, Ohio State. I think was the number 2 team in his recruitment out of high school. So Ohio State, Oregon, or Texas, because Sarkisian would love a guy like Zachariah Branch. He fits everything. What Xavier Worthy was, Zachariah Branch can do. And I feel like Sark is going to go all in on this guy and be one of his highest priorities in the portal, in my opinion. He should be, at least. But Oregon, they're going to go after him too. So those 3 schools, I feel like are going to be the main targets for him. And he'll probably go to visit all 3 of them. It'll be interesting. We'll be keeping an eye on Zachariah Branch because he's a talented football player. But yeah, that'll do it for me. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. If you guys want more videos or what type of videos you want, comment them down below. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace.